As the sun began to rise, John returned to the historical center, feeling the weight of the information he had gathered from the town and the homes of Amy and Tom. He had a sense that the pieces of the puzzle were beginning to come together, but he knew there was more to uncover. Sitting in the archive room with the curator, John started to review the new evidence. The old letters, photos, and documents he had collected painted a clearer picture of Amy's life and relationships. He now had to find the right way to arrange these pieces and understand what really happened on that fateful night. During his research, John found an old document that talked about a local legend of ghosts appearing on Route 66. The story claimed that spirits with unresolved issues appeared on this road, seeking justice or peace. John felt that this legend might be connected to Amy and that something supernatural could be at play. John decided to return to the accident site again, but this time he planned to stay there all night. He wanted to experience the atmosphere himself and see if anything unusual would manifest. He arrived at the site before sunset and set up his cameras and monitoring equipment. As John waited in the darkness, strange sounds began to emerge. There was the rustling of tree leaves and faint, incomprehensible whispers. He felt a bit uneasy, but was determined to continue his investigation. Suddenly, a faint image of Amy appeared before him, standing among the trees and looking at him with sad eyes. John tried to speak to her, but she did not respond. She seemed to be pointing to something behind her. Following her gaze, John found another box buried under the ground. He began to dig until he found the box and opened it. It contained old diaries and additional letters, adding to his information about Amy and her relationship with Mark and Tom. John started reading the diaries and discovered that Amy had been having problems with Tom before the party. Tom had been obsessed with her, trying to control her life. Amy was afraid of him, but did not want to cause trouble in the town. She had been planning to escape with Mark after the party, but something had gone wrong and ruined their plans. At that moment, John heard footsteps approaching him. He felt fear and tension, but was not ready to run away. He stayed in his place, trying to remain calm as the footsteps came closer. Suddenly, another image appeared before him, this time of Mark. Mark looked angry and broken. "Mark," John asked in a trembling voice, "are you here to help?" Mark did not answer, but pointed to another place in the forest. John followed the indication and found an old abandoned cemetery. The cemetery had old names on the tombstones, but there was a relatively recent grave. When John approached, he saw that the grave bore Mark's name. John felt a strong shock. "Mark is dead?" he muttered to himself. He tried to understand what was happening, but the images and ghosts began to slowly fade away. He felt that he needed to return to the town and try to decipher this new information. Upon returning to the town, he went to Amy's home once again. He met with her parents and told them what he had discovered. They were astonished and saddened, but they thanked John for his continued efforts to find the truth. During the conversation, the waitress from the local café appeared. She was carrying a small box containing additional letters from Amy. She said she had found it in the back of the café and felt that John should have it. When John opened the box, he found more letters confirming Amy's fear of Tom and her plans to escape with Mark. The letters were filled with emotions of fear and hope, making John feel the burden of responsibility to uncover the truth. John decided to go to Tom's house again, but this time to confront Tom directly. When he arrived, he found Tom in a state of agitation and anger. John tried to talk to him, but Tom seemed mentally unstable. "You know what happened that night, don't you?" John asked forcefully. "I tried to save her, but she wouldn't listen," Tom shouted. "I was trying to protect her from Mark." John felt that Tom was hiding something bigger. He tried to calm him down and get more details. Gradually, Tom revealed that Mark and Amy had been planning to escape, but he had felt jealous and angry and tried to stop them. That night, an altercation had occurred between them, leading to the incident. As John listened to Tom, he realized that the story was becoming clearer. Tom had been trying to control Amy, and when she attempted to escape, things had escalated dramatically. John felt that he was close to the truth, but he knew there was more to uncover. While returning to the historical center, John felt that the final resolution was near. The evidence was coming together, but he needed one last piece to complete the puzzle. He decided to continue his investigation, determined to uncover the truth and give Amy and Mark the peace they deserved.